Hello my beautiful baby and welcome back. And let's go check out the assembly. Probably there is nothing in here. Oh, there is water.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
This treaty obliged Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
But in the Blight is more important.
No one wishes this fight over more than Balin. While it rages, Orzammar can spare no one to combat what may or may not be a new blight.
Are you implying a Grey Warden wouldn't recognize a Blight?
I believe you. But what are we to do? If Balin followed his heart and sent his men to aid you, Harrowmont would steal his throne. We would defeat the Blight and return to find our homeland devastated by an incompetent tyrant.
Yeah, he by what I have read, yeah, he is able administrator of the king. Yeah, he's not incompetent. And if you don't fight, your homeland gets destroyed.
Perhaps you could prove to Prince Balin your intentions are just. If you show you owe Harrowmont no fealty, I'm sure Balin would help you. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception...
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you got promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Isn't that someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
Lol. You are a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie.
Ah.
Will you do it?
So yeah, obviously we have to choose between Harrowmont and Blahan. And yeah, we cannot let our knowledge of the dwarf noble origin to influence us, because our character doesn't know that Blahan is a bitch. Yeah. Because yeah, Blahan killed the heir and then blamed the second son on it, and then now killed his father too. So yeah, we have heard a couple things about both of them. And so yeah, I have to completely disregard that I know about Blahan. I really don't know much about Lord Havelmont. I just heard stuff, and basically you don't have to come up with a decision based on that. First of all, of what both people want of them to do. So Havelmont want us to fight in the proving because Blahan bribed his best warriors not to fight. That's what he says, and then Blahan want us to deliver documents saying that Havelmont promised the same land for both nobles. I gotta say that this is the cleaner job. Yeah, and it makes sense that Blahan wants a neutral party to deliver the notes. However, the notes might be false. That's right. And the mother of the fact that Blahan is the prince doesn't really matter because yeah, it's an elective kingdom, just like Ferelden is. So yeah. But yeah, I think yeah, he is the prince. So we have, you know, he's closer to the fire. He's closer to be, you know, the next king. And yeah, the job they are asking me to do, fights, you know, proving that I really don't have anything to do with fighting, you know, proving, or you know, deliver two stuff to two lords that show them that Havelmont is lying to them. Yeah, I will side with Blahan. I will find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons.
Yeah.
Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Okay. Okay. That looks there. And I can just go in. Oh yeah, this is the assembly.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
I see.
Of course.
I'm sorry, an important debate is in progress. No one may enter.
Okay. And then I can check out the palace where Blahan will be probably, but I will not be able to approach him. Oh, Dulin.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Walter wants me to show people that Harrowmont is a cheat.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not reassuring. So have you decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in with the snakes?
I still haven't decided if I want to help you.
Do not tarry. Proving starts this afternoon. Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Okay. And the palace is over here.
You know, after all this is over, I wouldn't mind getting a job here.
Oh?
I could sing, tell stories, help the king get items from high shelves.
Oh, Larry. Oh, no.
Delighted.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
Couldn't we all just...
Oh. Tunneling thieves. Cool. Okay, guys. Taste my blade.
Get them off?
What are you doing, Alistair?
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things. Thanks again, Warden.
Okay, there's a revenant here, right? Yep. Okay. Holy smite! Oh wow. What? Is it an aerial attack? Wow, it is an area attack. I didn't knew.
Where now?
Plate armor, flawless spirit crystal, scrap of paper. Updated. Na 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 na. This is the throne of Orzammar.
All right.
All right.
Delighted.
Delighted. Okay. So let's go find the nobles and let's talk with the priest in the commons.
News of the hour. Support Lord Haramont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar with
House Aldecan, Shield of Orzammar.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yes, I am Joan.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting Darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them. I am. And what business would you have with me?
You might want to look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Well, will you tell him?
I cannot. Not for weeks. He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go?
Ha! Why do I getting me in this mess? Yes.
So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will affect...
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is
2
free.
years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over
Everybody
the
but you.
and ground yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teach? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman. Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who are you?
I'm Loylanar Ivo, warrior, which is more than I can say for that useless sod.
Was he?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino. It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the Deep Roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching. Ogren's a drunken wretch. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared of him. All Minos' son said was how unlikely it was that a bunch of Smiths would return safely from the deep roads. Which is true. Ancestors preserve us. That's what the warrior caste is for. But Ogren claimed it was an insult to a paragon. Next thing, they're in a duel to first blood to defend Bronca's honor. Then Ogren starts screaming and runs him through.
Wasn't that duel to first blood?
It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled. She's still his wife, isn't she?
Oh.
Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
I see.
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation. Chasing some old treasure, she was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her. She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly a third. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Bronca, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name. It's been 2 years since Bronca left. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep... She's still his wife.
Okay. Alright. So to the commons we are going. Okay, I'm getting the hang of these things. So we want to go to the slum start.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Wait a minute.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's, the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin. A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable. Their births are abominations. They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about. Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you...
Emelek abból emerald, for 4 gold. The things I do for a share.
Ask away.
Oh no, sorry, that was a mistake. Alright. Go end the game autosave too, but I go end this and not. Okay. Yeah, I say let's end this for now. Probably the last recording for today. I hope you had fun, baby. I am having fun in Orzammar. I like it here. So see you next time. Bye bye.